Well, I guess, that really goes back to the industrial age. When you look at the original technologies that gave us time, like farming or, animal husbandry and uh, some of the simple things that really came along in the axial age. That gave us time to then, yeah, we'd sit around, we could invent text, we could do all these things. But the thing was, it was as if we were developing technologies in order to, for that very purpose, right? To make our lives easier so we could talk more and get laid more and enjoy our kids more and sit around and think and look at stars and do all the things that were more fun than, chasing wildebeests or,
Yeah.
you know, doing or gathering, berries before the snow. It seems though later, around the industrial age, that we started to really develop technologies not to give us more time, but to make production more efficient, really, to get greater profits. And you look at the invention of the clock, compared with the invention of text. The invention of text was great for planning the future, making contracts, creating histories. It was really about telling the human story, where the clock was really about increasing the efficiency of the worker. The values of the clock are much more about breaking up the day into all these little pieces so that we can extract the most value out of out of our workforce. When the next great technological revolution came, which I would say was the emergence of digital technology, a lot of us, particularly in the more slacker crowd, saw it as kind of a reversal of this industrial age bias, that now instead of punching the clock and going to work and being on their time, now we were all going to be able to work at home in our own time. And you'd get paid for the thing you did, but no one would know how long you actually worked on it. If I'm writing an article, it might take me half an afternoon or it could take me all week. They don't know. And work at home in your underwear and transmit your things, and that's that. But I think our the underlying biases of our culture really had so much more to do with preserving corporate capitalism, with making more money over less time, and sort of increasing the surface area for investment capital. And with digital technology, what they saw, partly thanks to Wired magazine, was this idea that you could um, kind of find a new territory for expansion, a new commodity in human time. So they started to talk about people's attention in terms of eyeball hours and how to maximize the amount of time someone spent on a website or with an app. So we ended up, rather than having this technology that could have created more time for us, we ended up with a technology that extracts more time from us. So everybody's online all the time, checking this and checking that, and either always working, or if you're not working, it feels like you're working because you're returning messages and looking at photos and just doing all this data processing rather than living. So I feel like what we've done is we've really amplified the agenda of the industrial age rather than embracing the potentially new agenda of a digital age.